Hello and welcome to another video. This right here is my friend's gaming PC, and it's in for some repairs and it also needs a good cleaning. Front panel is completely caked in dust and dirt, and the inside the PC is also pretty dusty and the cable management isn't very good at all. So in this video I'm going to be showing you what issue the PC has and how we fixed it, and then we're going to be cleaning it and giving it a nice little makeover. We're going to be improving the cable management as well because it definitely needs the cable management improvement. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start. So the first thing that we gotta do when troubleshooting a PC like this is that you have to go ahead and replicate the problem. So I'll flip this thing on. I actually don't know if this thing has a power LED anywhere, so I'm not entirely sure which way is on or off. Okay, this way. So press the power button at the top. So there we go. So we're powering on. It's got some pretty lights. So this is the type of stuff that he was dealing with. Basically, System 32 in this thing is absolutely screwed. So first I'm going to try, going into the BIOS, seeing what settings there are, and then we can progress from there. Well, I was trying to find the reset switch and I accidentally pressed this switch and the LEDs no longer work, or at least you can't control them anymore. So I guess they're either controlled. Okay. A bit odd. Didn't expect that. I was just playing with the LED button. He did also say that this was a symptom as well. I forgot to mention it, that it just does randomly just shut off after a while. So I don't think Windows tells it to shut off when it does that, but I'm just gonna turn it back on. It could be the power supply, but I'm not gonna make any conclusions yet because I have to get Windows on it to work first. So I forgot to mention, but some of the symptoms that my friend was experiencing was that the computer would randomly give a disk write error whenever he would try to install games. Like for example, we tried to install Forza Horizon 5 on the SSD, this Kingston A400 here, and about halfway through it would just give a disk write error. And then shortly after that, Windows corrupted itself somehow. So then he tried to reset it and Windows worked again for a couple of days, but then it corrupted itself again. So I'm a strong believer that the SSD in this thing is just going out. So what I decided to do is I decided to replace it with a Samsung 970 EVO Plus. Not only are we going to be upgrading from a SATA bottom of the barrel M.2 drive, but we're going to be upgrading to a pretty nice NVMe 970 EVO. Now I did buy this on Amazon Warehouse for $40. It was in used, like new condition, so I wasn't too worried about it at all. And after putting in the SSD and reinstalling Windows, 2 weeks later I am still getting word that it is still working completely fine, and it's even running faster than before, which makes sense because this is a NVMe SSD versus a SATA very bad M.2 drive. So I think I was correct for assuming that the SSD was going out. Either that or they just did not install Windows correctly and that managed to corrupt itself somehow. But anyways, let's go ahead and get to the cleaning, which I know is what all of you guys are here for. Alright, so I've washed the PC case. I obviously took everything out of it before doing that, but now I get to move on to clean the components, and these are actually like fairly clean, which is a bit strange. So everything except for the power supply. I'm actually going to be swapping this one out for an EVGA 650BQ, and the reason I'm doing that is because in order to get the front RGB lights to actually work again, because they were stuck on like a single rainbow effect, like it didn't even like swirl or anything, it was just static. But anyways, in order to get that to work, you could either plug it into the motherboard or plug it into the power supply with the LED switch on the case. For some reason, either it wasn't compatible or the software was just being dumb and not working with the fans, but I could not change the colors of them at all, no matter what I did. So I'm going to hook it up to a power supply and use the LED switch on the case to control them. And since this is a CX550M, it is a semi-modular power supply, and it is missing the cable for the Molex, which I'm not surprised because almost nobody uses Molex anyway. So I'm gonna give these a quick clean, and then we'll reassemble everything, and we'll see just how much better this PC will now look. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I definitely wish I had a tripod so I could show you the time lapse and the process of me cleaning this and restoring it into the PC that it is now, which does look very good now, by the way. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I swear one day I'll finally buy a tripod. Apologize for the video seeming kind of rushed. It really wasn't. I just could not make any time lapses at all because I didn't have a tripod and I don't have a way to mount my phone at all. So hope you guys enjoy this video anyways, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't worry, there are going to be some more of these.